Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening, all of you. నిన్న గ్రూప్ లో ఒకటి మెటీరియల్ పెట్టాను ఆర్టికల్ ఒకటి చూసారు ఎవరైనా? చూసారా లేదా? నిన్న గ్రూప్ లో మెటీరియల్ పెట్టాను చూసారా అంటున్నా. చూసారా?
చూడలేదు సార్.
Somebody create that group.
సార్ గ్రూప్ లింక్ పెడతారా సార్ ఒకసారి?
గ్రూప్ లింక్ admin, I am not a admin. So some people I give you that number. So the time is very meager. That's why we are in the class. Please unmute Gautami. Gautami, unmute your phone. Hello, are you audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we are going to the lesson. The who people belongs to India. Most people were expected the Rigvedic civilization is the first civilization in India. There are so many historians are hope that. But when 1920 to 1922, so Sir John Marshall, who was then archaeological director, archaeological survey of India director general.
Sir, page number please.
So he was excavated at mute your audio. So okay.
Page number చెప్పండి సార్.
Page number is 80. 80. Okay, the first civilization. So many historians are hope that the first civilization is the Rigvedic civilization. The people who intended until the 1922, those who was the eminent scholar and archaeological director general of India. So he excavated at the place of Indus River and its tributaries. So it is discovered from 1920 and 1922. So many scholars like Dayaram Sahani and R.D. Banerjee. So these persons are the first persons who discovered the place of Indus Valley civilization. So this is on the civilization constructed on the basis of archaeological findings only. So through that archaeological findings, so this is the first civilization in Indian subcontinent. So it is also oldest, one of the oldest civilization in the world. It is contemporary to the Mesopotamians and Egyptians. So these Harappan based on that excavations and the uh, archaeological tools also available, and the scripts is also engraved. The script is not deciphered until now also. So the Harappan civilization, so many people are expecting that origin. The Indus Valley people's origin was those who came to Mediterranean Sea or the Eurasia, the place of Eurasia. The people were migrated to the India, western northwest part of India. They were settled. So these Indus Valley civilization is divided into three phases. Those are the early Harappan and the mature Harappan and the later Harappan. So these phases were divided into three. So the so many archaeologists and so many scholars says that the early Harappan or pre-Harappan period is consists that 3500 BC to 2600 before the Christ. So during this during this period, those people who are lived here, it is very marked that town planning in the form of mud constructions and mud structure. So the this is the learned to the some parts also indicated that trade and commerce through the artifacts and through the arts, through the paints. So this is the early Harappan stage, and the mature Harappan stage. It is consists to that 2600 BC to 1900 BC before the Christ. So this is the middle part of this phase. This phase is very going to be very peak in this time. During this time, the people, those who are belongs to the Indus tributaries, the people were having that very good knowledge and technology in this period. So the cities, the towns, developed here, and they are used that burnt bricks, and they are used that constructions, the structures of with the burnt bricks, and inland and foreign trade is going on in this period. The crops also types of crafts with stones and metals and wood. So many types of the artifacts also founded here in this time. So the last one is later Harappan phase or late Harappan phase. So this phase consists of that 1900 to 1400 BC. So regarding this phase, the historians and as well as that archaeologists also emphasized that this phase is decline of the civilization. So many cities were abandoned here, and trade and commerce also disappear here, and the leading of the it is gradually decline. The significant that urban trades were declined in this time during this phase. So this phase indicates that the scope of this last phase indicates that the Punjab, this region was scattered throughout the both sides of the major Indus River. So the Indus River, both sides of the Indus River, the Punjab, the Sindh and Balochistan, Gujarat, Rajasthan, and another places too in south and northwest part of the Indian subcontinent. So the Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, these those are major towns in this civilization. That's why it is called the Harappan Civilization as well as the Mohenjo-daro civilization. The archaeologists were called like this, and the Mohenjo-daro Harappa, between the distance of the 480 kilometers so far between the distance of two major cities of this Indus Valley civilization. So, according to the Alakananda Ghosh, so he started that explorations on the Gaggar or Saraswati river at 1951 to 1952. So he found that 25 sites, the river tributary of Saraswati. So he was excavated the places, the chief places of these excavations is the Kali Bangan. The Kali Bangan, which is located at Gang Nagar or Ganga Nagar near the Rajasthan. So, as well as that Ropa and the Bara, these places also excavated at 1952 to 1955, and the Bhagwanpura, Bhagwanpura also, which is the place of the northwest part of India, and the Mithal and Banwali, Manda, and Hula. So these places were excavated by the A. Ghosh, Dr. Ghosh. So he was approximately 25 major sites he was founded, and that sites were explored this Indus Valley civilization. According to S.R. Rao, he was also excavated and enlightened this history at the place of in Gujarat. He excavated so many towns. So he was also excavated approximately 50 sites. He was explored. So the Rangapur, which is located, which is nearest to nowadays it is called in Gujarat. So Rangapur, Lothal, and Prabhas Patan, and Rodji, and Desalpur, and Surko Toda, and the Dholavira. So these are all sites were located in Gujarat. So Dholavira also near to the Kutch of Gujarat. So these people had the trade and commerce. They are held the relationship with the Sumerians as well as the Mesopotamians. So the seals, which is excavated in this region, the seals were engraved, and thus emphasized that seals were denotes that the relationship between the Western civilizations as with the relationship of Indus Valley people. So further. Further, the Daimavad, which is the So the Deccan, we are discussed that the Neolithic site as that Daimabad. These Daimabad also belongs to the Deccan Plateau, northern part of Deccan Plateau, and the Indus civilization also explored here from the northwest of Balochistan to the Daimabad, nearest to the Maharashtra and Ahmednagar. So these here also excavated S.R. Rao, Dr. S.R. Rao explored these areas, and he was discovered agricultural tools in the South Balochistan and Sindhu region. So these type of tools were so very artifacts discovered that it is begins from 4,300 to 3,000 BC. During this period, so many agricultural artifacts and artifacts were excavated, like the places of the Kuli and Rangundai and the Mondigak and Quetta of Afghanistan and Amre and Kodji in Sindh and Kalibangan, which is in Rajasthan. So, so many were the pre-Harappan, the layer of settlements were excavated here. The so many historians, the historian among that historians or archaeologists, the chronology differences is there. So many, some archaeologists were intended that the civilization enlightened during that 3250 BC to the 2300 to 1750 BC. But so many archaeologists and as well as the historians are expected that this region was during this civilization enlightened 2750 BC to 1750 BC. Enlightened this so many archaeologists as well as the historians are accepted this during this period. So the cultural uniformity of extension and cultural uniformity of the Indus Valley civilization is so the similar all the above the places which is discussed till now. These all the people 81, the page number 81. So the people, all the people accepted that. So many scholars also given that information about that civilization, the cultural uniformity, the uniformity over the vast area, which is starting to ending point of the civilization. So it is seems to be very clearly seen in such aspects as that in before that the town planning of the Indus Valley people, and they are used the use of the standard bricks in sizes, and in many of the technological aspects also seen that civilization in the pottery paints. So many types of paints also indicated that Indus Valley civilization, the explorations, and they are the common uniformity of this civilization from the northwest part of India to the southern part of northwest of Deccan also. This is explored, scattered so many areas. So these areas are uniformly use that tools. The tools also uniformly they are made of copper and bronze. Some also stone seal cuttings and the bead makings also the uniformity. We are seeing that uniformity and the single writing system also be seems to that uniformity of the Indus Valley people. So the script also we previously we are discussed about the historical ages. So those are the prehistoric and proto-historic and historic periods we are already seen. So that historical period until now also the historical period was not started, but this is the age of proto-historic period. Why? Because of that historic period was proto-historic period was explored through the seals of the paints, the seals and paints and the arte crafts. Also, these script also seems to be the pictographic script. It is so many seals, approximately 2,500 seals were excavated by the archaeologists in this region. So the seals also, that 2,500 seals were, seals plates were written from the right to left, from the right to left. So, and that is also begins left to right. So the script is continue just like the going seems to be the snake. So some pictures are that is seems to be the nowadays the people who are used in Balochistan. So many archaeologists are and the scholars. They are scholarly worked on that script, but they are until now also they are not deciphered that script. So, as well as that pictographic script, the so many are emphasized that the so many are expected, so many are opined that the people, those who are lived nowadays in Balochistan, the people also used that what Bruhi script or Bruhi language, a dialect of the Balochistan tribes. Until now also they are used that, but it is not connected with that scriptural languages. That's why it is very problematic until also. So the script was not read, decoded by the historians as well as the archaeologists. So previously we are discussed. This is the contemporary civilization of the Western civilizations as well as that Egypt civilizations and as well as the Mesopotamian civilizations. But that civilizations, the hieroglyphic are cuneiform. They are the people, those who are Western part of continent people who are used that scripts not connected with the Indus people script. That's why it is very hard to find out this script. In spite of that, we are not decoded and we are not deciphered that script. In spite of that, so we having the we had much of tools. So we are decoded that civilization through the tools and through the seals and through the monuments which is constructed by the Indus people. So the regarding this civilization, the people were constructed the very good town planning. So the town planning is connected with the modernity of the cities. It is the town planning structures. The town planning structures also indicate that which is the uniformity of the people. So many different, so many races of people lived here, from the Balochistan to the Maharashtra, Daimabad and Ahmednagar. However, the people also uniformly the constructions were seems to us. So the constructions were they are using the very good technology, and they are the layouts and the towns, the streets also connected that regional variations in the regional variations. In spite of that, they are used that structures brick size, uniformly brick size, and uniformly they are used the drainage system. So the constructions of that monuments divided into two parts. Which one is the citadel constructions, and another one is the lower of the mound, lower mound of the Mohenjo-daro, and they are lowest to the common people were lived the lowest to the citadel. So the citadel is it seems to be that the elites, the lived elites, and they are contains the large constructions, and they are the pattern of crisscross. So the towns all seems to be the square model, and the main streets were connected with the narrow narrow lanes, just like citadels or the houses, the large houses seems to be the 2 to 6 rooms, and the common people who are used that the single or the double room. However, the people also used that well, drainage, and the bathrooms, and as well as it is connected to the under drainage of the citadel people also. So the bigger houses had many rooms, like the square courtyards, many rooms, and the square of courtyards, and the one room buildings also seems to be barracks. Seems to be barracks. They are intended for the poorer, might have been that section of the society. So the Harappan's drainage system was elaborate and well layout that drainage system also, and every house had that drains. Every the drains had that manholes, which is nowadays we are also seen in our towns. The manholes were made of the bricks or stones with the handing. So, which is sometimes which is the cleaning concept. So these people were shows that the people were well acquainted with the scientific knowledge of sanitation of the drainage system. So these drainage system and the large number of rooms connected with the spare model courtyards at the citadel, and the under the citadel or the lower part of the citadel, So the so many common people also used that constructions, single room or barracks, barrack model or the two rooms. The people also use that slabs. The slabs also having that every house which is smaller or bigger. So the houses also have had that wells, and the houses also had that the under drainage system. So regarding this town planning, it is a wonderful uh, use town planning. They are used previously. The Indus people were used that. So addition to the people were using that great bath. So at Mohenjo-daro and granaries at Mohenjo-daro, the great bath and that granaries were seems to be the very large. So the great bath, the constructed with the at Mohenjo-daro, the northern part of Mohenjo-daro, 39 feet long and 23 feet width and the 8 feet of depth. So, which is constructed by the Mohenjo-daran people. So, the people were used that it is so archaeologists and the historians. It is used perhaps that used for the ritual purpose. The great bath is used for the ritual purpose. So many are expected like that. So the granary also the western layout of the Mohenjo-daro, the granary also excavated. So the granary seems to be that the long of 150 feet and the width of 75. So the in front of this granary, so many some two rooms also excavated, which is the rooms were lived the labor. So many archaeologists and historians are expected that the rooms were lived for the labor. So at Harappa also 6 granaries were excavated. Each granary each granary having that 50 feet of far and long and the 20 feet of width. So as well as the 6 granaries also follow this number of measurements. So the southern part or south of granaries, the working floors were excavated as a lines. That floor digging as a lines are cultivated like a lines. So which is seems to be that threshing the grains, which is seems to be the threshing the grains. So the at the local place, page number page number 84, 85. Page number 84 and 85. So the granaries also seems to be the large number of grains were preserved here. So the at the place of Lothal, which is located nearest to the Gujarat. So here the besides seems to be the excavated that dak yard. So the dak yard bricks platform is used for the trade and commerce of the Indus people. So these are reflected that importance of the storing that granary, storing that grains in that granaries, and it is the granaries are why they are stored. So they are cropped above the needs. They are cropped above the needs. So the remain grains were preserved in the granaries, and the administrators, perhaps the administrators were maybe issued for the people. So this is the importance of the great bath and the granaries. And next we are going to the political system of the Indus people. So number of seals not decoded and not able to read, or it is not able to decode. That's why something here the people maybe chances for the a mighty ruler is there, but there is no evidence until now. So the rulers who are constructed that they are ruled as the municipal administration. Municipal administration, why? Because of all the places, those which were excavated, various places, that places were all the seems to be the towns, not a villages. Of course, the villages had two, but they are so far to the towns. So the people, those who are cropped in villages, they are exported to the towns. These towns were ruled by the some a mighty body like municipal administration. So the town planning and municipal administration and economy and that civil government is based on the religious concept, or it is constructed as that religious state. Like nowadays, which were constructed, so many states seems to be that religious based. So these administration status also ruled as that the religious based administration is occurred there. So that number of scripts also not decoding by us. That's why we are not mentioned that who are the ruler here. But some rulers is there. If there is no mighty rulers is there, so it is the civilization is not going the that growth of the towns. So the economy of the Indus people, the economic conditions of the Indus people. So the structural buildings, it is, seems to be that the people were those who are lived here, those are the very good economic position of the people. So of course there is a two divisions like the citadel and lower common people. So the differences between the two other what category people. So these people were categorized. The mounts, the higher places were occupied by the citadels, and the lower places below the citadel. So the places were occupied by the common people. So the common people may be served to the higher people or the elites. So the common people also they are cropped and they are served to the administrators and the elite peoples. So the structure of the Great Bath and the structure of the towns, the structure of the growth of town planning, and as well as that technology seems to that the economic position was a very good position in Indus Valley civilization. So the people used that which is excavated at Lothal and Rangapur and Kalibangan and Surkotoda. So these places were some food grains were excavated. So the food grain husk was founded. So the wheat and barley is the main food of the Indus people. And besides that, the sesame and mustard and dates and excavated where the excavated Lothal, the Pias husk also excavated found there, and the pottery paintings also the terracotta paintings also indicate that food habits and that types of crops. So the people, those who are belongs to the rulers or the administrators, they are collected the taxes from the people through the grains, through the grains. So the people must to be paid the taxes just like that cereals, and the crops were irrigated by the river basins or mostly the seasonal floods. The seasonal floods were came, and they are produced that the fertilized soils. They are produced and they are preserved that fertilized soils. On behalf of that soils, the people were cultivated the on the tributaries of the river basin. So many sir, the Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. The Harappa was on the bank of the Ravi River, and Mohenjo-daro also belongs to the Indus River. So the imprinted that pottery have been discovered so many places like Lothal and Rangapur on that potteries. So the symbols and the pictures of the tools like axes and the like axes and arrows. So they are indicated that they are used that type of tools, and the cereals, and they are pictured the irrigation system also founded. So the layers, when the archaeologists were excavated that area, the 7 layers were excavated at the bank of Indus River in at Mohenjo-daro. That's why oftenly the floods were occurred in this region. That's why the people were oftenly they are changed their crops, and they oftenly they are changed their dwellings and their uh, places. So, however, the technology of crops. So the Indus people seems to be the used that a great technology. So regarding this region or regarding this place, so the bronze and copper tools also excavated here. So many implements made of the bronze are besides the stone. They are used that copper and bronze. The copper was in during this period, and the variety of copper tools like flat axes and knives and saws. So many of the tools were seems to be the flat. They are made of the copper. So those are the copper tools like flat axes and knives and saws and spears. So many have been founded the sites. So the brick kilns associated with the copper working have also been founded the bank of Indus River, and the bronze tools discovered from the Harappan sites, and it contained the percentage of, you know very well, the percentage of which is indicates that probably the strong metal of the tin and as well as mixed with the copper. So the numerous other artifacts and handicrafts were flourished in Harappan civilization, and they are excavated in the region of Harappa place. So these place also excavated so many tools, such type of tools. Uh, we are found at Chanhudara and Lothal. So they have been probably implemented the centers of for their manufactures. So a large number of them have been founded in the certain structures which is situated that Harappan sites. So the materials used, they are used the number of materials and made of different types of metals like gold, silver, copper, and bronze. So these type of metals also used for the ornaments. So the beads, which is the pre-Harappan period people, those who are used that stone beads and the gray beads. So in this Harappan civilization, the people were used that gold and silver beads, and they are used that ornaments made of the gold and silver. And the art, handicrafts and the artifacts also seems to be the very good implements, and they are used the very good technology. Just like the textile impressions also found, the objects have been found reflecting that weaver's craft. So they are made of that silk and cotton cloths where they are used that, and the most common of used these people were the wool and the cotton. Among the major crafts of the civilization, the bricklaying and making and burnt bricks were used for the significantly implemented that made of constructions, and the sculpture also they are made of the bronze metals and as well as the copper metals, and the two cities, major two cities were produced that bronze metals and that copper metals, so which were making by the during the ancient times. So next we are going to the trade and commerce. So the content, the people, those so the people, those who are expected that the bronze tools and the copper tools and the gold and the silver, the tools, the metals, the ornaments, various types of technology was we are studied. So behalf of this technology and the remains of the made of that technology, they are they are learned uh, through the trade and commerce, and which is contemporaries of Mesopotamian people as well as the Egyptian people. So the Mesopotamians and as well as the Egyptians also to the connected with the trade and commerce. So they are imprinted the silver form of so many tools, which is found at the river bank of Indus River. So the people were very, it is very good evidence that tool, the metal, which is silver, imported from the Afghanistan, and the copper from Balochistan to the Harappa and Mohenjo-daro towns. So the Harappans had not developed these the metallic money. They are not developed that metallic money, and therefore these goods were probably exchanged for their furnished goods, like produced that with the food grains. They are instead of they are not made the kind, just like simple coins, just like that currency. So instead of that coins and currency, they are used the food grains only. They are not discovered any type of that money. So the what is the society and religious practices during this civilization? So the Indus people belongs to the say they are civilized people, and as well as the people were urban, spent the urban life. The areas also supported that contributed that cultural development. So the cultural development also implemented that technological life, and the city settlements spread over the an area of 5 to 7 kilometers of in that circumstances, and the social and political life it is seems to be the uniformity of the patterns. So the patterns seems to be the social life of people. So nowadays we are seeing on this in the society so many divisions in the society, and so many communities are so many castes in our India. But before the during this ancient civilization, or during this Indus people, only they are seems to be that have the common people and the elites. So these two types of people also we have seen. We had seen that two types of people. One is the common people. Another one is the elites and officers. So the elites, the Indus society classes were written as it was included that administrators, so officials and priests, traders and merchants, so craftsmen and landlords, peasants, herdmen, and the lastly that laborers. So this is the constructed the society of Indus people, and the palatal buildings in this towns. So the rich people were constructed that rooms until we are discussed about them. So the rooms were they are having that courtyards, and they are begins from the above the two rooms, so which is the reached that nearest to the six rooms, and the floors also some places according to the archaeologists, the Harappa and Mohenjo-daro also the two floors of buildings also excavated by the archaeologists. So it is they are used the home metals, so home goods also. There seems to be the very good use of the technology. At Mohenjo-daro, the women, those who are interested to the beautiness, and the handsome of they are interested to the handsome and the beauty. So they are used that the Mohenjo-daran people were used the costumes. So which costumes were which turmerics, which costumes were we are using now? The people were association with the so many the ornaments, and they are interested to the beautiness. And the Harappan people some association with the pets. So the they are association with the birds too. So the toilets and the jars and the necked jars and the ivories and metals and earthwares and stone and beads. So they are wearing the so many ornaments, which is less than nowadays. So they are weird. The people, the males and females also wearing that all type of nose, ear, neck, hand, and foot, leg ornaments. So the people nowadays also we have to see in the modernity of the India. So the people, the male people also they are seems to be that very good handsome with the anklets and bracelets and rings and the neck chains and earrings and nose rings. So these type of rings, the males and females in Indus people were used like so on. So the people Harappans, so the religion they are covered that religious concept. The people were worshipped for the to the mother goddess. So they are prayer to the mothers and the mother goddess were the chief goddesses in that Indus Valley people, and the Pashupati are the Shiva, the god of the Indus people. So other than these main or chief gods and goddess, so many gods and goddesses are also too. So the some excavations, the mother goddess excavations that held at that Trimukha and Pashupati and Yogi, Yogishwara and Mahayogi. So these type of religious idols made of the bronze and made of the silver. So the where the Mohenjo-daro as well as the Harappan places, the sites were produced or excavated by the archaeologists. They are found. So, however, the people were interested to the mother goddess and the chief deity of that mother goddess along with the Pashupati. So many are the small gods. So the Mohenjo-daro people also, so they are used that the Linga Puja, which is Catholic devotees. So Linga Puja, you are knows very well on that. So the art and architecture of that people were is going on very good. So in spite of that, however, the people are developed and they are seems to be the very they are wise men. They are using the very good technology and constructions, ornaments and textiles. So they are lived as a town urban life and these the growth of these significant civilization, how it was declined. So many archaeologists are, it is very contradictory. So the Harappan Mohenjo-daro destroyed the people were expected on the 1750 before the Christ, some extent that Rajasthan, Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh, Mohenjo-daro, the people were migrated to the western part of place, the Sindhu river, the Sindhu place and the Indus and its tributaries too, they are migrated to the east, which is located Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and Bengal, which is the basin of tributaries of the major Ganga. So the people were expected like that. Some archaeologists were the floods of Indus River that they are collapsed this civilization through that floods. So this is the ending of the decline of the Harappan civilization. Then some archaeologists, some historians are opined that some historians are perhaps said that those who are invaded to India from the Middle Asia to in India, the people, the Vedic people were destroyed, they conquered these Indus people. So they are opined like that. So this is the causes and reasons of the decline of the Indus Valley civilization. Thank you, one and all.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, sir. You didn't said about food and cultivation, sir.
సార్ వెళ్ళిపోయినట్టున్నాడు.
ఎగ్జామ్ ఫీజ్ ఎవరైనా పే చేశారా?
No.